AI is getting crazier every single day, and this week was no exception. Llama 4 has finally dropped. We got new information about GPT-5. We got a free and open source image generator, which is comparable to OpenAI's new image generator. ByteDance released a new AI that can deepfake the acting of any character. Not only that, they also released Omnihuman. While we're already talking about video generation, Meta silently dropped Mocha, a Omnihuman competitor. We even got an open source diffusion LLM and an AI meme generator. If you're ready, let's dive right in. Hello and welcome to Hardwired. My name is Pascal and I make videos that cut through the noise of AI. First up, Llama 4. Meta released two new models. The small size Llama 4 Scout and the mid-size Maverick. Scout comes with a 10 million token context length, 109 billion total parameters with 17 billion active parameters. It's a multi-model mixture of 17 experts. Maverick is also a native multi-model, but coming at a larger size of 400 billion total parameters, also 17 billion active parameters, but a whopping size of 128 experts. It seems like Scout can fit on a single NVIDIA H100 GPU and Maverick on a single H100 host. Maverick already took a leading position on the LM Arena board, securing the second place. If we take a look at its release pricing and benchmarks, it seems to have a really good performance compared to Gemini 2.0 Flash, DeepSeek 3.1 and GPT-4o, with it having only half of the size of active parameters. They also released some long context tests. In a needle in a haystack test, Scout was able to find the solution in up to 20 hours of video material, which is insane. Can you even imagine how big a 10 million token context length is? It can fit around 7.5 million words, which is about 91 books. And this is just the start. Behemoth, the biggest and most capable model with 2 trillion parameters, is still in training and will probably be released at LlamaCon. Also, there's seemingly a reasoning model incoming. And we're still not done yet with Llama. If we take a look at the newly released GitHub code, there are hints that there will be a release of smaller models. For example, this one, which is a 7B model. Next up, we got some new information about GPT-5. Sam Altman tweeted that GPT-5 will probably be released in a few months and that the full release of O3 and O4 Mini will come in a couple of weeks. We're also still waiting for the new open source model, which was promised back in February, and there were some rumors on Reddit that it could be the new secret model on Open Router, which is called Quasar Alpha, but who knows? Let's now take a look at this new autoregressive image generator, which could be a direct competitor to GPT-4o's image generator. Lumina-mGPT 2.0 is a standalone decoder-only autoregressive model trained from scratch, which can do a broad spectrum of image generation tasks. Let's take a look at the examples. The results for text to image look pretty good. It can generate realistic humans, landscape, text, animals and other stuff. It also seems to be really good at image pair generation. The subject-driven generation also looks really good with only minor flaws. The model seems to fit on a single H100 GPU, as it requires 80 GB of VRAM. They also released a fine-tuning code, but sadly there's no real demo yet to be found. But I will give you guys an update as soon as there is a public demo, because the results look really promising. Let's now take a look at the two new models ByteDance released. DreamActor M-1 is a diffusion transformer-based human animation framework.
This is my school! You are here because I've given you an opportunity.
As you can see, you are able to input a reference video and a reference image, and it's able to animate the image based on the video. This is completely insane. It first extracts the pose and the face and then aligns it, which is then combined with a noise video latent and the encoded face motion tokens. To generate the final output, they use cross-attention and self-attention. And take a look at this. This can not only be used with humans, but with various types of characters and styles. This looks so good. Another awesome thing about this model is its controllability, as you can, for example, only transfer part of the motion, such as facial expression and head movements. In comparison to other state-of-the-art post-transfer methods, it really shines. And when using it to animate single images, it performs really natural and there are no obvious artifacts. But ByteDance seems to be on the run, because they also released Omnihuman.
Oh, hey!
Which is an end-to-end multi-model conditioned human video generation framework, which can generate human videos based on a single image and audio file. Let's take a look at this example.
Boring is easy. Everybody can be boring, but you're gooder than that. Life is not a game, people. Life isn't a cereal either. Well, it is a cereal.
This is absolutely crazy. And all of this just from a single image and audio file. It seems to be really good at guessing the facial emotions by just using audio files. And it also seems to be really diverse, with it even being able to animate cartoons, artificial objects, animals, and even more. Meta also dropped something similar, called Mocha.
Is life always this hard? Or it's just when you're a kid?
I said it before and I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast.
It seems to be able to do the same thing, but it gives people weird lizard eyes. Coincidence? I think not. But the results also look really clean. Let's take a look at a few.
And it's true that I never saw anyone who looked like me in television or in films. And you are so beautiful and so smart, and it kills me that you don't.
It seems to be really good at controlling emotions.
I just need one thing first. And then it's just us, music, and the road.
And also at controlling actions.
Exercise gives you endorphins. Endorphins make you happy.
It seems to be able to create multi-character conversation with turn-based dialogues, which brings a lot of opportunities.
What are you gonna do?
I gotta follow my own plan. Stay here and get my own thing going.
Okay, but enough of video generation. Let's now take a look at this new open source and super powerful diffusion model which just got released. It's called Dream7B and seems to outperform other diffusion and autoregressive models in its weight class. And it seems like it's a god at playing Sudoku. This is way different to normal LLMs. Diffusion models are normally used for image generation, but we seem to have a shift happening, as the new really good performing image models seem to be autoregressive, and we're starting to see more and more really well performing text diffusion models. As you can see, a normal autoregressive model generates text by predicting the next token, but a diffusion model in comparison generates a whole amount, if not all tokens at once. It then goes back and remasks individual tokens. This is how this process could look like. It is pretty flexible on how it generates and masks the new tokens. This, for example, is how a normal completion generation looks like. This technique introduces additional dimensions for interference time scaling, because the number of generated tokens per step can be adjusted dynamically, which provides a tunable trade-off between speed and quality. Also, as it is way more flexible, with the ability to mask already generated tokens, it should be way better in its planning abilities. We can see the small model is able to beat DeepSeek's 671 billion parameter model in counting and Sudoku without being trained on any of these tasks. In the Hugging Face demo we can get a clear example on how it works. If you want to test it out yourself, all the links are in the description below. Let's test its ability to solve a riddle. And it was able to solve the riddle. It did not provide the reasoning, but pretty good for a 7B model. Okay, last but not least, let's take a look at something fun. This new open meme studio, which enables you to easily create and transform memes. It uses the color models and an IP adapter plus. Let's try some of the examples. As you can see, it can transform this image into 3D style, add sunglasses to Elon Musk, or add Pikachu to an already existing meme. This sums up all the AI highlights of the last few days. I link to all pages in the description down below. Let me know which use you were most excited about and maybe which release disappointed you. As always, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching and tschüssi.